Introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number.
My name is Douglas Strong. My CDC number is 764-860.
Okay, it's a DOC number, but that's right, 764-860. Date of birth 6/9/1963, is that right?
It's 9/6/1963.
9/6/1963. Okay, good. Let me get that correct. And give me your DOC number again one more time.
764-860.
My name is Brendan Kelsey. Along with me is Mr. Marabella. Mr. Freeman will be your panel. Have a parole interview, ask you some questions. You can respond at the end. You can make a statement. We'll take a vote. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Douglas Strong, DOC number 764-860. Your first class offender, parole eligibility date 1/22/2024. Good time 1/21/2025. Full term 7/21/2031 of a 10-year sentence. Possession with intent to distribute meth. Does that sound correct?
That's correct, sir.
How old are you, sir?
60.
How many years have you been in jail on this 10-year sentence?
I've been incarcerated approximately 30 months now, 28 months.
Okay. And you have a GED or a high school diploma?
I have a high school diploma and a year of college.
Okay, so what are you doing here? Why are you in jail? What's going on?
Currently, I was in program when I was in West Baton Rouge, but then they transferred me up here to Riverbend. So I've been working in a canteen and as inmate substitute counsel. I work with civilians and the upper staff at the facility.
Okay, so you kind of help out a little bit there.
Right.
Why are you in jail? Why is a 60-year-old man, 58-year-old man in jail?
I made a very bad decision, sir. I relapsed using narcotics at a later stage in my life.
Yeah.
And I made a bad decision. It was my decision. It was wrong. And I take responsibility for what I did. It was definitely wrong.
Using and selling both?
I was using more than selling anything. I was using. So I was asked to take something and try to drive it across the country. And that's what I did. And I got arrested.
So what were you using? I mean, how long have you been using drugs?
I was clean for about 10 years and I relapsed.
Why?
I think it had to do with my health conditions. I got a bad diagnosis for a health condition. It's chronic, very bad. And it kind of altered my state of mind.
Chronic what?
A chronic health condition.
What condition is that?
It was HIV.
So you figure that meth would do the trick? That would help you?
No, I think I spiraled into a depression. I left therapy and then I spiraled into a depression and I started using again.
And you got a serious rap sheet, man. You have committed crimes, and more crimes. I mean, what's going on in your whole life? What? I mean, I keep scrolling and scrolling. I mean, I can start from.
Yeah.
You know it. I mean, you start from when we start in the 80s, let's see, early 80s, 80 all the way up to now. I mean, you have a life of crime. What's going on? Do you ever work for a living? Did you ever have a job?
I worked. I served in the Navy. I was honorably discharged from the Navy. I served in the Navy. Drug abuse.
Thank you for your service, sir. How long did you stay in the Navy?
For 2 years, I got an honorable discharge. I was on submarines in New London, Connecticut.
And so then you got out and just started using drugs?
Yeah, I started using it. It's been a lifelong history of using narcotics and relapsing.
Yeah, you got the drugs, you got, I mean, you have vandalism, you have stolen property, you have, I mean, we could go on and on and on. You have some violent past. I mean, what have you done to help solve this? What have you done in the 30 months that you've been back to help you solve this drug problem, this addiction problem, this, I what have you done? Any classes, any treatment? Have you gone anywhere? Have you done anything?
I've put in for treatment programs here, and the only thing they told me is the board could send me to Steve Hoyle. They said that's the only residential treatment program, something along those lines that I'd be able to get. Because they have a substance abuse class here, but it's not as intense.
I know, but it doesn't hurt to take it, does it?
Right, I was on the waiting list, Mr. Kelsey. There's a number of people here trying to get into it, so they put you as preference on when you sign up and how long it takes. So they actually recommended the best shot for me was to get the board to send me to Steve Hoyle.
What are your plans if you'd be to release? I mean, because your good times in 2025, you're going to be released. I mean, you know, getting pretty close to a year out. So what's your plans?
I've signed up for Oxford House. I've been accepted here in Louisiana if I wanted to go there to Oxford House transitional program. So that Mrs. Casey accepted me, an application was done. I have financial support, my family support from California to help me. So
Do you have who supports you? What family is that?
My sister in California.
Okay. Says you have a detainer still from the sheriff's office.
Yeah, that's been going on for like 40 months from Florida. Louisiana asked them if they were going to come and get me, and they declined to come and get me. The Department of Corrections asked them. So that took place all the way in 22 while I was incarcerated here.
So you're not going back to California with your family? You're going to try to stay around?
No,
What kind of work can you do?
I'm a butcher by trade, and I got a CDL license. I drive a tractor trailer.
Do you have any children?
I have two. My son just graduated in London from Oxford.
One lives where?
My son just graduated from Oxford with a master's degree.
Okay.
England.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's impressive. So you have any relationship with him?
Yeah, I have a pretty good relationship with him on and off, you know. He's a little upset about what happened, but he's looking forward to seeing me.
I'd be upset too. What about your other child?
My daughter Michelle is in New York. I really don't stay in touch with her too much. I'd like to go to Steve Hoyle if I could.
Yeah, a lot of people would like to go to Steve Hall. Problem is that, I mean, you know, we have to decide what's, you know, what cases we have, what we can and can't do. You've got some significant, you know, again, serious charges. I mean, your rap sheet is just loaded up. I mean, yeah, you got 52 arrests, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
There's nothing else I could say, sir.
Okay. Well, you know, listen, I'd like to see you get some treatment. I'm not going to order you to get some treatment. I'd like for you to get some treatment there. I would encourage, I'm going to ask them, and we'll send a letter to tell them to put you in that treatment class there to see if you can get something. But you know, your past criminal history, you have law enforcement opposition, you have some violent charges. You know, it's just it's today's just not the day for me. I'm going to vote to deny your parole, but I'm going to request them to put you in the substance abuse class there. So you can, when you get ready to leave, you can send the lady back in. Mr. Freeman.
I totally agree. You have a terrible criminal history. I vote to deny.
Mr. Marabella.
My vote is the same.
3 votes denied. Today your parole's been denied. Send somebody in there, staff, so I can tell them I'd like for you to get in the substance abuse class.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day, guys.
You do.
Yeah.
Officer David Baker.
Yeah, listen, we want to get Mr. Strong there in your substance abuse class. We want to order him to be able to be on top of the list to get in that substance abuse class y'all have there for drugs or whatever. Okay, so you let him know the parole board said that.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.